Woo! Woo!
This video is going to be a ton of jumping around, finishing all the little stupid crap at the end of these projects that are annoying. So you little queefs, you better not skip to the end of the video. Seriously. If I had to do all the stuff, you could at least watch it. Well, unfortunately, this isn't exactly going to work out. Well, I mean, it'll work out, but not by using this. As you can see, it's just not going to work. I'd have to cut everything out, and the other gauges would be over here. You know, the temperature and everything would be like right here, and it'd come into these. So I think I'm going to just have to make a whole new piece for in here and make it match, you know, through here, which should be nice because now that it's a 5-speed, I can paint over or tape over the gear selections and stuff like that. So yep, I think I'm gonna have to take this off, take it all apart, and hopefully get it flat and make a new piece of plexiglass or something, and just try to make a whole new piece in here that, like I said, matches around here better, a little closer. And the goal is, obviously to make it look factory like that. I was really hoping I could modify this, but it would just look too silly. I could probably cut this apart and use this outer piece and make a new insert in here, but I'm not going to. Or am I? I don't know. That would make my life a lot easier. I don't know. That's going to require some more thinking. But first I want to take this apart and see where I'm going to need to start from. Maybe. I was thinking about taking this piece off, but it looks like I'm going to need all the graphics on this side, so I'm going to leave that there. I'll probably have to just trim this down, make it more flat so I can put it up against like a piece of plexiglass or something and put a new face on it, and then make a new panel. I don't know. I made a little template of what the gauges in the Crown Vic cluster look like, and I'm back and forth about cutting all this, the whole thing out, and just replacing a whole insert. So at first I'm going to try to just cut these pieces out and try to leave these little things over on the sides, and then hopefully I can just replace that center section and kind of make it look like it belongs there. I don't know. I'm gonna do this first, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna cut the whole thing out. Give it a go. The glue is drying right now, that's why the clamps are on there, but you'll be able to get an idea of what it's going to look like. So just try not to make it look as modern. I made a couple brackets to mount the gauge cluster. Nothing too fancy, but it'll get the job done. Check it out. I like it. It looks a little bit modern, but I can't stand when people do like body swaps. So they'll put something on like a S10 frame and then they'll have like the S10 dash sticking out through the old school dash. I definitely always think the old school dashes look better. So I tried to camouflage the newer gauge cluster into it a little bit. I think it looks all right. I still wish I had my old school steering wheel on there, but I don't know. I'm liking how it looks. Crossed a couple other things off my to-do list. I painted the inside rockers on both sides, and I don't know, just going through my list, but I dig how that looks. I didn't figure I needed this one when I got this one. Yeah, boy. All right, I started working on the bed floor. I fabricated this piece. Might show up on the camera, it might look kind of boring on the camera. I made it so where the bed boards could just slide into here. And originally I was going to use these barn boards I brought back from West Virginia, but I have a whole bunch of these other boards that came from pallets over the years. I think I'm just going to use those because they're a lot more uniform. I was going to have to cut the barn boards down lengthwise and try to even them out. Some of them are like a foot wide, some of them are like 5 inches wide. So I think it's going to be more work, but it's going to be nicer looking if I use the pallet boards that are all the same width. So unfortunately though, going that route, it's going to be a lot more work because one, it's going to be a lot more boards, and two, a lot of them still have like a million nails in them. So, but it's crap wood I have lying around, so I don't have to go buy anything, and the budget on this truck is $0, so scavenged pallet wood is pretty much you know, par for the course for this truck. Whoa, I put the work in today. Check this out. Ooh, look at there. Look at there. At some point, maybe I'll put some stain on it or something. But I'm glad I did it with these boards, even though, you know, you can see all the little nail holes and where some rusty nails were in it. But I do like it better than all of these miscellaneous barn boards I brought back with me. I don't know, I think it looks, not that I want this truck to look classy, because it's still just kind of a ratty shop truck vibe, but not that it's fancy, but I'm glad it doesn't look like it has old rotten boards in the bed. So I don't know, I like it, and I'll still have some trunk storage underneath. I'm not going to be able to haul much in the back. I thought about maybe putting some little eyelets in case I needed to strap something down. But I'm happy with it. Got a little bit more work to do, like I said, back here to lock those boards down. I got to go to work for a couple days, so I should have my seat cover by the time I have another day off. Man, I feel like all I do is complain about that seat cover been on its way from China, but it's been a while. So, stoked. Got the bed floor 75% done, maybe even 84% done. But I'm digging how the inside's looking. Looks still kind of old school. I don't know. I like it. Still got some taillights to do, a little bit of wiring to do, but it's getting there. Hey, all right, it's a different day. Some of you eagle-eyed bastards probably already realized that because I got a different black band t-shirt on today, but check this out. Finally got my bootleg seat cover in. Maybe this will be an unboxing video. Do people still do that? Unboxing videos? I don't know. It was pretty cheap, so my expectations aren't too high, but I don't know. Came with some clips. All right. I'm gonna get this thing thrown in there. You know, the old seat cover's not that bad. It was real cheap, so I expected it to be a total piece of junk, but when I get it pulled tighter, I think it'd be good enough to where the wife could sit in there and not even be grossed out. I mean, I still got a lot of work to do inside, but hey, at least the gauges in the seat look decent. I was hoping to cut this out and be able to just slide that right in there, but it's going to take a lot more work. Dang it. I wish I had an old set of brakes with these clips, and I would just cut a hole in here and glue it on the back of here. But of course it's not that easy. Dang it. All right. Show you what I've been working on. I made this piece because I had to cut the old part off where the old headlight bulb set in, and I had to recess it back in a little further because the newer bulbs are way longer, and I didn't want the bulb being like up against the glass or plastic, I should say. I didn't want the bulb being up against here, and these were pretty cheap, so I figured it would probably melt and get hot and start looking real stupid after a while. So I made this little step so the bulb will sit, you know, maybe to here and be a couple inches away from the actual plastic. But I was going to put the bulb in and just like glue it, the socket, because I could take the lens off and be able to just take the bulb out. And I thought if I ever needed to take the whole thing out, I could just unplug it and pull it out. But then I got a little bit fancy and made it to where I could put the socket in and then turn it in place. Kind of a waste of time, but oh well. So that's where I'm at now. It should work out. I'll be able to lock it in. I got to get some bolts, some screws for the lenses. I had some, but of course none of them are the right size. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's called Drill Baby Drill.
Pretty stoked. Go over everything real quick. All right, so I put some seat belts in it. Did a little bit of cleaning. A lot of zip ties holding up all the wires that were in the floorboard. I still got all the temperature controls just sitting there. I gotta build some sort of little dash. Same thing with the light switch. Right now it's just kind of hanging out. I'll fix all that later. And like all these wires from the Crown Vic seats, I'm hesitant to just hack all those off, even though I don't need any of them right now, because there might be a power wire or something I could use for something, but I don't know. I'm digging it so far. Did a little bit of cleaning, got the glass cleaned up as you saw. I don't know. Just crossing stuff off the to-do list. Still got a couple things to do that aren't crazy important. Like right now on my to-do list is an actual battery tie down. I built that battery box, I don't know, forever ago. And I want to make an actual hold down for it. I got these grounds that are kind of bootleg, bolted together, but same thing over here. I'm eventually going to put the inner fenders back in it, and I've got just stuff zip tied up out of the way right now. I don't have headlights yet. I got to extend one of the wires over in my the lighting control module, which come to find out is a common problem on these Crown Vics, is bad. So I got to try to resolder some stuff in that. But so right now it's got taillights and turn signals, but it doesn't have headlights. So there will be no nighttime cruising, but I don't know. I want to hop on in this unit and take it for a little drive. I tried to get plates and they told me that they're going to ship a historical plate to me and that it'll probably be around 30 days. So now I got to look like a freaking bum with this temp tag in there. But I don't know. Could be worse. So it's got insurance. Got kind of a license plate. I like it. She's legal. Let's do some shakedown runs and see what happens. made it to my house, which is about, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles away from the garage. Definitely found some stuff that needs attention, but I like it. Good first drive. Success.
Great success.